So let's talk about charisma. Can you get it if you're not born with it? Do you think you're born with it? Charisma? You think you have it? You think it's what?
50-50.
50-50? Born with it, not born with it?
Well, I'm born with it.
Okay. Early in my life, I started reading self-help books and listening to tapes when I was 28. Because a guy told me one time that I admired, a business coach, he said, you're born with two things, the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. And everything else in your life is learned. And you manufacture who you are as a person. You brainwash yourself with information to make you the person you want to be. So I started listening and reading tapes and actually talking to people about this, and then had a lady in one of my classes that said, well, we had twins about a month ago, and from the minute they popped out, they were different. How do you explain that? So I think there is nature versus nurture. And I don't know if it's 50-50. That sounds a little bit high to me, but maybe 10-90, 20-80. Yeah, you have the ability to manufacture it based on things that you do. So if you see right here, I have a list of 7 things. Now there may be more than this, but if I was going to coach somebody, and I can coach people on their speaking skills, there's certain things I'm going to tell you that you need to have.
Can I challenge you?
Sir? Yes.
Have you ever worked with Down syndrome people?
No. Well, have you?
Yeah.
Sean?
They have charisma.
Oh, they do for sure.
Yeah.
They do.
I don't think they learn.
They just are born with it? Maybe so. I don't know, but I think you're right. Can they learn?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can still learn things, man.
I mean, and then there's also scientific evidence shown that body language, people who are standing in front of you, if you place your hand somewhere, the person that's watching you mimics you. So why wouldn't somebody's personality be the same?
Yeah, could be. Could be. I think you're right. And you're kind of getting into an area that I'm actually getting into. But I think the first area of being a charismatic person, number one, is you have to be a good conversationalist. Let's make Dale Carnegie friends. There's somebody working here was here today and worked with Dale Carnegie. Now here's a book. If you haven't read it, I'll be surprised. Everybody needs to read this book at least once. Does everybody know what I'm going to say?
How to make friends and influence
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. It's only been out since 1937. It's the most purchased book in the United States of America since 1937, behind the Bible. The Bible's the only one that's sold more copies.
Say it again.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. It teaches you how to converse with people. It teaches you how to get people to like you. It teaches you how to say no. It teaches you how to negotiate. It's fun. But there's an acronym in the book that helped me become a conversationalist, a good conversationalist. Because I used to not know what... Have you ever been in a room full of strangers? You don't know what to talk to them about. What do you talk about? I mean, most people talk about the weather. They talk about sports. But there's an acronym. It spells the word form. So just write that out there. I'm going to tell you what it means. These are things that you can think about to talk to people about. If you want somebody to like you, who should you talk about? Them. So you're asking them questions. And I have to be very careful about this because I can ask questions, but if they're giving me one-word answers, what are they saying? I don't want to talk. So you've got to be very sensitive about that. I want them to eventually ask something about me so we can have a conversation. But the F stands for family. And I'm not going to ask about your family first thing. It's just one of the things you can actually talk about. Right? What do you think O is? That's the easiest one of all. No, but I know. But I want to talk about your family yet. I'm going to talk about this first. What's your O? Easy one. Come on. Occupation. Tell me about your job. What do you do? Tell me about the school. I mean, I already asked you a few questions about it today, didn't I? But the family will come in pretty close because you've already talked about. You're from Tallahassee? No, from Gainesville? Gainesville. And then you moved here what year? Okay, so it's easy to say you get into it, it's really easy. The R stands for recreation. That's what you like to do for fun. Some people like to read books. Some people like to go to movies. Does anybody here go to the movie theater?
Yes.
See a movie? You like to go to the movie?
Yeah.
It's really neat, isn't it? It's just different, isn't it? It kind of takes you away. And reading books, I think, is a good thing. Some people like to run, some people like to work out, some people like to fish, some people like to hunt. And I just want you to talk about what you like to do. And then the M stands for money. And you should always ask somebody how much they make. I always want to do that. How much do you make? Where is it? Because there's Jack Canfield said something. He said, as a person, and listen to this. This is true, I think. He said, as a person, you're an average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. That's what he said. Think about that. It's true, isn't it? If you hang around negative people, what are you going to become?
Negative.
If you hang around happy people, happy. You know what he also said? He said, your income is an average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. But I've never figured out how to ask that question.
So were you being serious about money?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do talk about gas prices, housing prices, what's the economy like. I was talking to somebody the other day, you know, a pack of cigarettes in New York City costs $14.
Oh my goodness.
A pack. Back in the day when I was younger, and I used to smoke cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes was $0.25, and you'd bum a cigarette off somebody. Now if you want a cigarette, you need to take out a loan application, because I want to get paid back for it.